What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and it was a long day in the Johnny Depp trial today. But I gotta say, in my opinion, this was the best day yet for Johnny. I feel like throughout this trial, Johnny has taken a couple of blows here and there, but for the most part, he's looking good, and at least in my opinion. And today had to be the best day yet. All of the witnesses say that they never saw any injuries on Amber. However, they saw injuries on Johnny. We even got to see pictures of Johnny's injuries today. But do you know what we haven't seen? Any real pictures of AH's injuries. In fact, here is AH right here. I believe this was like the day or a day or two after. She supposedly had a broken nose and swollen black eyes and had gone through days of torture. She looks perfectly fine to me. Almost as if nothing ever really happened to her at all. Or at least, to be fair, nothing to the extent in which she claims. But everyone that we heard from today, I believe, made Johnny look good. We keep hearing more and more about how AH is. You know, the one thing that I've taken away from this whole story is that at the very least, Johnny Depp tried to separate himself from these toxic situations as much as possible. And we've heard that from everyone. Even the people that seem to be more of, in favor of AH. That Johnny Depp, when these situations would start getting, kind of hectic, he would try to separate himself from the situation. Before AH would get carried away and just go completely off the deep end, he would try to leave. He would try to sometimes simply just go into other rooms. Yet she would follow him every step of the way. And I mean, how many times can you try to separate yourself from someone? And it's just like every time she would follow him wherever he went. And she's even admitted to getting physical. I honestly don't even understand why we are still going through all of this. I believe if the genders were reversed, we wouldn't even be here today. However, we do have breaking news. Now, we've heard a lot of shocking things throughout this trial. Some things I'm sure a lot of people were already familiar with. But tomorrow, Johnny Depp will be taking the stand. Tomorrow, we will be hearing testimony from Johnny Depp. And I cannot wait to see what he has to say. I've been paying really close attention to Johnny Depp's body language throughout this trial. And I've been paying attention to AH as well. And AH seems to be coming off as kind of snarky to me. Sometimes you see little grins and laughter after she's accused of certain things. Whereas Johnny seems to be calm, cool, and collected. And sometimes he even smirks and he laughs in moments where people are acknowledging certain relationships they had with him. We've seen a lot of funny text messages. And from the text messages, I think they just show what type of guy Johnny is. And it's almost as if they want these text messages to make Johnny look bad, like he's just this drugged out lunatic. When in reality, you see that he was just joking. He would joke with everyone. He seemed to be a really cool type of guy. And it's like even the stuff that they're revealing about Johnny, in my eyes, makes him look kind of good. What they've really been focused on is the drugs this, drugs that. But, at the same time, AH is on all of these same drugs. Johnny has even said before that sometimes these drugs would go missing and maybe, just maybe, someone was using them to go party. Okay, maybe. Possibly someone was taking some of Johnny's prescriptions and partying with friends with his prescriptions. But hey, who knows? Maybe that did or didn't happen. But tomorrow, Johnny supposedly will be taking the stand. And I just feel like I hope he's ready, which I do believe he is. He looks like he is really laid back here. I feel like if anyone looks more tense, it is AH. And that's because I feel like a lot of her smirks and looking around kind of smiling and giggly is her covering how nervous she is. But at the same time, I think she has a blind confidence because so far everything's kind of worked out for her. You know, this whole situation's kind of worked in her favor. I mean, it's definitely not worked in Johnny's favor. So I feel like she has a certain confidence there that she's almost untouchable. Whereas I feel like Johnny's confidence is coming from the truth. So I want to make that clear here. While it does come across like AH is confident in this trial at times, I believe she feels confident because she is protected. She feels confident because she's a woman in this situation. She's made that clear. You've heard the recordings. Who's going to believe you, Johnny? Who's going to believe you? You're a man. I'm a woman. We've heard the recordings. So she has a certain level of confidence because she feels like she's protected. She's also protected by a lot of powerful people. She's even protected by media outlets and, social media platforms. Whereas Johnny Depp, I believe he's confident because he is telling the truth. Johnny Depp has put a lot out there that he didn't need to put out there just to reclaim his face. And in my eyes, he didn't necessarily need to do it, but he knows that he's confident that he isn't guilty of all of these things, and I believe that's why he is doing this. But I can't wait to hear what he has to say tomorrow. I hope he has everything just planned out and ready, but regardless, I think it'll be pretty smooth because things tend to go a little smoother when you're telling the truth. But I want to know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you on the next video.